This is a recording of the appendix for week 20 on overcalls. Let me share my screen and we'll get started. So the 10% to remember slide, why do we overcall? We want to get into the auction. We want to interfere with their conversation and we want to be lead directing. We're usually bidding a pretty good suit, and if partner has the opportunity, partner will lead that suit. To overcall, we must have at least 5 cards in the suit. If we're just overcalling at the one level, opponent bids a diamond, we're going to bid a heart. All you need are about 8 high card points, but they should be concentrated in your suit if your hand is fairly minimal. So if you had 9 high card points, ace, king, queen of hearts, 5 hearts, and nothing else in your hand, I'm fine overcalling a heart. On the other hand, if I have a 5 card heart suit, but it's to the queen, and I have an ace and a jack, an ace and a king scattered elsewhere in the hand, I've still got 9 high card points, but I'm not happy about the suit quality. So you have to balance these things off. If I have 13 high card points and a 5 card suit to the queen, yes, I'm going to overcall because I feel more comfortable getting into the bidding. Um, if you're going to overcall at the 2 level because of the rank order of the suits, so the opponent bids a heart, you want to bid your club suit, you have to go to the 2 level, you have to bid 2 clubs. You should have opening strength or close. That's my style, that's my agreement. I think it works very well. First of all, you're up a little higher and you need a little more strength to be safe. But more importantly, you have less room to talk with partner. And by telling partner loud and clear that you have a pretty good hand, it helps the conversation go more smoothly. If you're in a competitive auction, partner has overcalled, support partner if you can. And after we have more foundation, we'll talk about one no trump overcalls. Specifically in this appendix, we'll do that. And then there are other tools after the opponent's overcall. We won't get to negative doubles in Planet Bridge, but it's a wonderful tool. Larry Cohen says there is no more important convention in bridge. One no trump overcall. I mentioned a one no trump overcall. Let's look at this hand. 4, 8, 10, 12, 14, 17 high card points. You're planning to open one no trump, but unfortunately the dealer didn't pass. The dealer bid a heart. So what do you do? And the answer for me is I would go ahead and bid one no trump. What am I telling partner with that bid? I'm telling partner that I have a good 15 to 18. We're going to move the range up a little bit in comparison to a regular no trump overcall. And I'm promising at least one stopper in the opponent's suit. If they're bidding a major, I'm happier if I have 2 stoppers. What do I mean by a stopper? I mean that they can't go crazy and take a bunch of tricks in the suit. I can stop them at some point. If I'm declarer and the lead is coming around to me, I'm going to get to play last with my ace queen. I'm guaranteed 2 tricks in hearts. They can't just run off 5 or 6 or 7 heart tricks. So stoppers means good enough cards that they can't run their suit, i.e. you can stop them. So maybe an ace, ace queen is better, a king, king jack is better, queen jack small. And we move the point range up a little bit for safety because the opening bidder has already shown some strength. We just move it up a little bit for safety. Couple more comments about the one no trump overcall. It's a rare but useful bid. It shows a good 15 to 18 high card points. It's a balanced hand, and you're guaranteeing that you have their suit stopped. Partner has made a one no trump overcall. Next person passes, and it's your turn to bid. We haven't talked about Stayman and transfers yet in Planet Bridge. Those come in weeks 22 and 23. But overcaller's partner can just pretend that the overcaller opened one no trump. You can bid Stayman, 2 clubs, you can bid transfers. If you have 8 high card points, 9 high card points, you can raise to 2 no trump. If you have 10, you can raise to 3 no trump. This is called playing systems on after a one no trump overcall. So you just pretend that the overcaller had in fact bid one no trump. You become captain of the team, and you guide your team to the best place. Want to reiterate my kind of disciplined style for overcalls. A one level overcall, a heart of spade, a club of heart, five or more high card points, five or more card suit. But the weaker you are, the better your suit has to be. There's a trade-off here. I think the example I gave in the main presentation was if I have five hearts, ace, king, jack, I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to bid a heart, even if I have nothing else in my hand, five card suit. But if I have five hearts to the king and I have an ace and a jack scattered elsewhere in the hand, I'm going to pass because I don't really want partner to lead that suit. Partner's going to expect a better suit and will bid accordingly. So there's a bit of a trade-off there. If you've got a pretty good hand in terms of high card points, then you can overcall with a weaker suit. Very, very different situation because of the rank of the suits, one spade and then two hearts, or one spade, two clubs, one spade, two diamonds, one heart, two clubs, all of those things. Those are called two-level overcalls. You had to bid at the two level to show your suit in kind of its natural order. I think it's very important that this bid promises opening strength or close, and of course, a five-card suit. And we just talked about one diamond or one heart or one spade or whatever, and then the overcaller bids one no trump. That promises 15 to 18, a good 15, a balanced hand, and the opponent suit stopped. And the final example I want to show on this page, 2 weeks ago, we talked about preemptive opening bids. Dealer has opened two hearts, promising a weak hand, a good six-card heart suit. Well, that makes it harder for you to get into the bidding. If you had wanted, suppose they opened one heart and you wanted to overcall one spade with eight high card points, that would be fine. Once you're up at the two level, it's a little tougher. That's the reason they preempt, is to make it hard. The meaning of this bid is the same as a simple overcall. Hey, I've got five cards in the suit, but you better be stronger than the eight high card points. I think you should be close to an opening bid. And of course, a five card suit. And again, different people have different philosophies. Mine is disciplined. It's okay to have only eight high card points at the one level, but it better be concentrated in your suit. And if you're overcalling at the two level, you should have opening strength or close. And some people are more aggressive. And the examples I showed in the main presentation, after one heart, I'm very happy to bid one spade. It's a minimum overcall. Eight high card points, pretty good spade suit. Move the ace of spades down into the club suit, same high card points, but a much worse suit. I'm going to pass. Some people would overcall, I would not. And now let's add a little bit of strength to that hand. So I put in the ace of diamonds, same five card to the queen spade suit, 12 high card points. Now the scales for me have tipped. It's okay for me to bid a spade. It's kind of an ugly suit. It's not what partner will expect, but I do have a pretty good hand and I really want to get into the bidding. Whether you're overcalling at the one level or at the two level, there's always this trade-off. The weaker your hand is, the better your suit should be. But if your hand is stronger, it's okay to go ahead and overcall with a suit that's a little bit worse. I wanted to talk about preemptive overcalls. We touched on them 2 weeks ago. Opening bid of one heart, and you overcall two spades. You could have bid one spade, but you jumped to two spades. Just like a regular opening two spade bid, this says, hey, partner, I'm weak. I have a good six card spade suit. I'm just trying to cause trouble and make it hard for them. Or maybe one club and you jump to three diamonds. Again, a jump. You're saying in this case, it's just like a three diamond overcall. I have a weak hand with a good seven card suit. I won't go down very much if I get the contract, and maybe I can prevent them from finding their best contract. Very important. Here's a bid that is not preemptive. The opening bidder bids a spade and you overcall two hearts. You did not jump. This is what we call the two-level overcall. It's an opening strength hand. It's not a weak hand. So here's an interesting example. Suppose you had this hand. Lovely six-card heart suit, weak hand. If you were the dealer, you'd open two hearts. If the opening bidder on the other side bids a club and it's your turn to bid, you'll jump to two hearts saying, I have a weak hand and a good six-card heart suit. But when they bid a spade, you can't do that. Bidding two hearts would be a strong, an opening strength hand. So you'll just have to pass quietly and hope you can get back into the auction later. A fuller set of example overcalls, a heart, a spade, a club, a heart, a spade, two hearts. Very different, a diamond, two hearts, a diamond, a no trump, two hearts, two spades. These first ones are called one-level overcalls, simple overcalls. They only promise about 8 or more high card points and a good five-card suit. With a better hand, the suit could be worse. Two-level overcall, that promises opening strength or very close and a good five-card suit. One diamond, two hearts, you jumped. This is a weak jump overcall. It's just like a two-heart opening bid, promises a six-card suit and a weak hand, good six-card suit. These two are very, very different. If it goes a spade and partner overcalls two hearts, you know they've got a decent hand. If it starts a diamond and partner jumps to two hearts, you know they have a weak hand. And when you make this bid, you have to keep that in mind too. One no trump overcall, basically just like a one no trump opening bid, a little stronger. And two hearts, two spades, it's the same idea as a simple overcall. You can't do this with 8 points anymore. They've made it difficult for you, and you just have to judge whether you think your hand is strong enough to speak at the two level. And that's the presentation. I will stop sharing and see you next time.